Hey, what's good guys? It's your boy G Marcus TV, back with a brand new video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Today is Vlogmas episode number 19. Of course, we're doing a Power Book 2 episode, and this one is episode number 5, and this one is called Coming Home to Roost. As you guys know, I do a recap and I do a review. So your boy Zeke starts off with him. He turns himself into the cops. But they changed their mind because they have a brand new lead. And they're not telling Zeke what's going on or the lawyer what's going on. You are no longer a suspect. So Detective Kevin was not on some I'm gonna let this guy go type of thing. He still had a hard on for your boy Zeke. But Kamal, Tate's brother, he was just on some like, yo, let the boy go. We have other leads, because of course he's been reading Professor Jabari's novel. So he's like, we have other leads, let that go, kill it. So Kamal and Detective Whitman was just like, they went to Carrie and was just like, hey, read this novel, help us out. She used to be in law enforcement also, so she was reluctant to do it, and just got threatened by Raven. They were just like, Zeke is free. Yo, get lost. I don't want to see you again. Leave Zeke alone. Leave me alone. You don't know me. We don't know you. So she was reluctant to it, but she actually went in on the investigation. So Tariq, he goes back to his dorm. He gets a gun. He asks Brayden, came and looking for me? Brayden lies his ass off and says no. So Monet meets your boy Mecca at her bar. She just says, yo, I'd rather meet you here instead of the hotels. I don't trust it no more. They never showed the sex scene, but it kind of seems like he smashed based on what she said there. But she just goes like, yo, I need to get together. I can't be doing this fantasy shit with you no more because it's cutting into my life. Like, as I was with you, Zeke got pulled in for questioning. This happened, this happened. So he's telling her like, yo, it's not a fantasy. It does not have to be a fantasy. Start a new life with me. Let's start over. She says, I'm not leaving New York without you. And he even said, I'm gonna set up a trust fund for your kids and Zeke. He's just like, all you gotta do is sign. So she didn't know what she was really gonna do. She basically had to think about it. Your girl Carrie was on her She came in on some like, yo, I'm gonna get this Tariq. She writes on the board karma in big letters, and she goes straight to Tariq and asks him what he feels about karma. So somebody else tried to answer the question after Tariq said his piece, and she was like, nope, she want to hear from Tariq. So she was grilling this. So at the class, Monet pops up on Reek. So she takes the boy for a ride and she confronts him about what happens, because of course Kane said Reek killed the professor. So she's on his with a gun on her lap, and she's just telling him like, yo, if Zeke didn't get free, I would put a bullet in you right now. I told you what happens when people lie to me. Do not lie to me. So she just says that she's not gonna kill him. She takes him very freaking far. And she says, I still need you, so you find out who is Kane's new connect, and I'll let you live. He was with it. Get the out, it was just like, find your way back. This is far, far, far. So it's like, damn, like in the middle of nowhere. But Monet meets with your boy Kane and was just like, yo, she just feels like she lost control of Tariq. She's like, yo, find out his weaknesses. Find out his weaknesses and we can put this behind us. After Kamal, Whitman, and the professor, you know, they went through the book. They basically put the pieces together and was just like, okay, they looking at it like it's Brayden. He's the person that Roy was writing the book about, the big time drug dealer. So they're just looking at him like, why would he be the one selling drugs? He don't need to do it. They're putting everything on him. But at the same time, Kamal, smart ass character. I love his character on the show. He might be my second favorite character on the show. He just goes like, yo, Tariq's father is rumored to be a drug dealer. Like, he's the person not to be selling drugs. You should be looking into him. So Carrie met with Lauren, and she was just like, yo, she don't want to raid the wire no more. So of course, as you guys know, in the last episode, she gave her a Rolex watch, which was a recording device inside of it to get some information on Tariq. But she said, I can't do it no more. So she was just like, she said, no, really go at it, and yeah, we think it's Brayden, so try to get in deep with Brayden. So later on, Kane pops up looking for Tariq, of course, in the dorm. Brayden just goes like, oh, he should be with his girlfriend or something. So who pops up? Lauren pops up. It was a funny scene because your boy Kane was trying to spit game at Lauren and she was not having it. He called her light skin. So when he's talking to Lauren, he says that his name is Lorenzo, which was hilarious because he never goes by Lorenzo in the whole freaking show. But of course, she was not with it. He was just like, yo, let me get your number and I'll tell you when, you know, Tariq shows up. She did not, but and Micah basically put two and two together and realized that Kane and Tariq basically had something to do with the killing. But of course, Kane was like, nah, I didn't say all that. Drew and his boyfriend Eric, they making out, they about to do their thing or whatever, but who pops up? Your boy Zeke. And Zeke has a new color here. They're like, you know, celebrating, you know, he's just like really happy that he's free, he's a free man. He has a whole different like swag and style to him, which is kind of weird. It takes a pause, it goes like, how you guys know each other? And then Drew just goes like, oh, we met each other the night at the party, the night that we trying to forget about, which was when you almost got shot in your leg. Tyreek meets up with Diane and it was like, yo, I need your help to get some drugs from Kane. Basically, I think it's to set, you know, Kane up to figure out who the connect is. He just says like, yo, I want you to talk to Kane for me. I want to get some drugs without Renee knowing. So she just says, yo, I'm not really trusting Kane right now. You know, I feel like he's the one that turned the crack into the sugar. I feel like, yeah, so we got to do something about this. Maybe we can help each other out. So if you hear anything about Kane, let me know what's up. Later meets with Kane. She tells Kane that, you know, he needs money for his sister's bailing. To get his sister back, he needs his own apartment. He needs to show proof of income. He needs those type of things to get his sister back. So Kane reluctantly agrees after Diane blackmails him and says, yo, is either you do this, I'll tell Monet you the one that switched the crack to sugar. They're playing the audio of when she met Kane. They hear him say the name Lorenzo. It turns out that after they did that, you know, they did their investigation on Kane as going through his records, and he has a up record, misdemeanors, he has a whole bunch of things, a lot of things were dropped. So now they start looking into him. So Lauren reluctantly agreed to have the device upgraded to where they could hear them live instead of it just being a recording. So Monet go visits your boy Lorenzo. They're just talking. She just lets him know that, yo, Zeke is free, he's good to go. But then he gets a call from your boy, who? Cooper Sachs. So he gets a call on the burner phone and he tells Monet to leave. So she's just like, really? So Reek set up Kane to where he sent Braden to go get the drugs from Kane. And while Kane was pulling off, Reek was following Kane inside of Lauren's grandpa's car to Mecca's house. So Kane goes in and Tariq is taking pictures, all types of shit. So then when Kane goes inside the building, Tariq follows him, of course, and one of the goons whipped Tariq's. Like, oh my god, I was happy as shit. For you guys that don't know, I don't like Tariq. I can't wait for this to die. Like, I want his character, I want Power to end with this dying a nasty, horrible death. It can't be a shot in the head, it has to be disgusting. You know, the guy has him in a headlock and Kane and one of the goons could see Tariq from the camera, and the guy was just like, this one of your peoples, and Kane says, I don't know who he is. So the goon beats Tariq's, stomps him, punches him, gives him a black eye, a busted nose. The guy, one of the goons, just seen that, yeah, you basically know this dude. So he told the guy that was whipping his ass, or let him go. So the guy comes back upstairs, he has Tariq's phone, and he's just happy he just whipped his ass. He's very happy. So Mecca's just like, you sure that's not your people's? And Kane was like, no. So Mecca took Kane's word over his goon's words. One of his goons sliced the dude's throat, and he falls into ice. A shrimp is a nasty glory. Oh my god. So Kane later goes to Renee and gives Renee the phone as she's calling Tariq. Gives her the phone, she's like, what's that? He says, yo, this is Tariq, you based on what you did, both of us could have got killed. She was like, I had to do what I had to do to protect this family and business. He's like, yo, it's always the business and family to you. It's like, yo, am I your son or soldier? So she says, you're both. So he's like, so what kind of mom that makes you? So Davis visits his brother in prison. So his brother's name is Theo, which is played by Redman. And then he was just like, yo, I'm doing what I gotta do to get you out. I'm gonna do anything I can do to get you out. Sax will be working on a case similar to his. Theodore was just like, yo, you know, by you doing this, secrets it could come out. You know, you could basically f your own self up. I think Theodore took the blame for Davis. I think Davis did some foul and Theodore took the blame for it. But he just says, I'll do anything to keep you out of jail. So after Tariq gets his ass whipped, he goes to Monet's house, goes to meet with Diana, and at the same time, Drew's coming with his boyfriend, and it's like a big scene, like, you know, Diane is helping him, you know, to get band-aids and stuff like that, and the boyfriend seen Tariq. After that, Tariq had to go see an apartment with Lauren for his sister, and he was late to the apartment. Even though he had the car, he was late. So the apartment was off. It wasn't for sale no more. Being disappointed, Lauren gave him her brother's place to stay. It's a nice freaking place. She held it down for your boy. So it's a little cute scene. She's basically telling him, like, you know, he could live here now. He doesn't have to stay at the dorm, because she wants him away from Brandon, because of course they think that Brandon he's the big bad wolf. She starts questioning him a little bit and was just like, yo, the book is not about Brandon. He writes about black people. The professor wrote about black people, it's not about Brayden. So while Tariq was heading to court, Monet pulls him inside her car again. It's just like, yo, I almost lost my son because you up and he found out that you was following him, now I'm gonna make you lose your sister. So he just says, yo, you need me for this. And she's looking at him like, what? You better chill. Like, she grips the gun and he was just like, yo, without me, this shit fall apart. 100 things are happening under your nose. She has to about Kane having to connect and she don't know who it is. She says how Diane stole the money from the safe and how Drew is still the boyfriend. So it just made her go like, oh shit, I really do need this. So she let him go. So Tariq gets to the court late. The judge is on his like, he looked like he just got into a brawl because the black eye, of course. He's not old enough to take care of the kid. Or he gives a good speech, said that he'll take care of the grandma. He'll take the grandma to rehab. He really will be there for his sister. He really wants his sister back. Things is up with the family, and basically he's the backbone. He's the strength at the point. So the judge decides to give him a chance. He says, I would temporarily have you have your sister live with you temporary, but if you f up one time, that is it. So Monet had went back to your boy Mecca. It was just like she'll take the offer he had basically to start a new life, but she just needs time to tell the kids. So the cops do a search of the dorm. So they go through every damn thing. He checks, and what does he find? The badge that Kane planted in the last episode. So as Tariq is coming back to the campus, everybody, there's cops everywhere, and he sees Brayden. He sees a whole bunch of people. Brayden gives him the look. As soon as he turns around, who is there? Your boy Kamal and an officer. They arrest your boy Tariq. The way they did that was the way Ghost got arrested when Angela got his arrested. They used the same music, they had the same slow motion where everybody's looking. When I say everybody, everybody looked at him. Carrie looked at him. Rashad Tate looked at him. Brayden. Like, at the end of the day, your boy Kamal was on his he even did research, and seeing that Tariq was kicked out of Choke, which was in the original Power, he got kicked out for selling drugs and chokes. He goes to jail, and his attorney, the one that helped him in his sister's case, was like, I heard about you going to jail. I have something for you. This is from your father. He said to give this to you if you was to ever go to jail for homicide. He ended up reading what's inside the envelope, and it's from your boy Ghost, and it says, I knew you end up here, right where you belong. Who is home from jail? Your boy Lorenzo. She's nervous because he's playing with the kids or whatever. He's talking to them in Spanish. She's just like, you can see the look on her face. That is the end of the episode. If you're a Power fan, tell me what you thought about tonight's episode. And if you're not a Power fan, if you don't watch Power, tell me what scene was interesting inside the review for you. Crazy, brilliant. I give this a 10. There was nothing wrong with this episode. And of course, the thing that really sucks about this, your boy Tariq gonna get out of jail. We know he gonna get out of jail. Your boy, he has too much connections. He has Stern, he has Rashad Tate that still needs dirt on the other politician. He has Sax, and he has Monet. Now Monet is really gonna need this. Below if you know this to get out of jail before the season's even over, because the season's still not over. We're on episode number 5, and it's like 4 or 5 more to go. But thank you guys for being with me on this journey. This is a long journey for Vlogmas. We are on Vlogmas number 19. And we got a couple of more days to go until the day of Christmas. Thank you guys for all your support. Love you guys. You guys have a great night.
Got it. That's a wrap.